Stop bringing your laptop to every photo and video shoot because I finally found the perfect laptop-free backup solution. This is the UnifyDrive UP6, and it is the ultimate portable backup NAS. And if you film weddings, corporate or commercial videos, or anything that requires you to copy a lot of photos and videos in a short amount of time, but you hate dragging along your laptop, you are going to love this device. Hey, my name is Matt Johnson, and in this video sponsored by UnifyDrive, I'm going to be showing you just how useful the UP6 is and telling you why you should consider adding it to your kit. Here's the deal. I've made a lot of videos over the years about how backups are important if you don't want to lose your footage. You ideally need backups in at least 3 locations, 2 local and 1 online. But before you ever make those backups, your files are sitting on your memory cards from your camera, waiting for you to drive home after a long day of filming to possibly spend hours copying and organizing all of them. But you're tired and you don't want to have to do that. I know that I hate staying up late to copy files. Of course, you could bring your laptop, attach a memory card reader to it, and seatbelt it into the front seat of your car to attempt to copy your files while driving home. But if we're talking about distracted driving, I feel like using a laptop is worse than using a cell phone in the hierarchy. Well, that's where one of my absolute favorite features of the UnifyDrive UP6 comes in, because this device supports instant backups of your memory cards to it. You can literally insert a CF Express Type B card or an SD card into one of the slots, and it will instantly recognize the card and in one button press back it up to the internal SSD fast. We're talking just 3 minutes for 100 gigabytes of footage. No typing, no distracted driving, literally plug the card in and keep on moving with your life knowing that your footage is backed up and secure. Heck, you can even watch your footage back on the built-in touchscreen to confirm that everything copied and plays back properly. This is so useful. But you may be wondering, how the heck is it powered if you're using it in the car? Well, the UP6 has an internal battery capable of powering it completely independently for up to 2 hours, meaning that as soon as you get in the car after filming, you can immediately begin backing up all of your footage incredibly quickly, with the odds being more likely than not that you are completely done backing up all your files before you even get home. Or heck, this device is small enough that you could have it with you in your camera bag, and as soon as you fill up a card, you could insert it into the device and begin backing it up the instant that you stop recording. I tested this card backup feature recently while I was in the mountains of Colorado, staying in some off-the-grid cabins with minimal network connectivity. There was no Wi-Fi, but I did have Wi-Fly. Fly fishing, that is. Wow, that was a bad dad joke there. Regardless, the lack of internet didn't matter. I filmed a lot of ultra high resolution raw photo time lapses, 4K 60 FPS slow motion fishing videos, and so many drone clips of the mountains. And the UP6 was able to easily back up all the footage from my cards with minimal effort. I would literally leave my camera outdoors to film a time lapse overnight, wake up, bring it inside, and plug in the memory card while eating a cinnamon roll, and all my photos would be backed up before my over easy eggs were done cooking. Looking at the physical build of the UP6, it has a really rugged design, and it's about the size of a hardback book, I would say. But that's because it's basically a mini computer, complete with not only the touchscreen to control it, but also expandable SSD storage up to 48 terabytes and 16 gigabytes of memory that's expandable up to 96 gigabytes. It's a beefy boy. Also, it has a really powerful CPU, the brain of the computer. It's rocking an Intel Ultra 5 125H with 14 cores, which means that it's fully capable of letting multiple people access all the files on the NAS at the same time with 0 lag. So what's it like actually accessing those files and editing from it? Well, remembering that I was far off the grid in the mountains, an extremely useful capability of the UP6 is a feature called Access Point, or AP mode, that lets you create your own local wireless network and connect to it from your laptop or mobile device to access your files. Loading up the UnifyDrive iOS app, as you can see, I'm out here in the great outdoors with the UP6 set to AP mode. This app easily connects to the UP6 and lets you access a ton of different settings to control the NAS, make changes, but most importantly, you can also access your files even outside without any Wi-Fi. All I have to do is navigate to My Files, dig down here through a few folders, and there is a video clip that I can then go and download directly to my device's photos. This is really impressive. This AP mode worked extremely well in the mountains of Colorado with no internet. I was able to still see and play back all of my video files, even the ones in 4K at 60 FPS, and I was able to access them from the drive with no other connections available. Now, a feature that really sets the UP6 apart from other NAS systems is the built-in AI. Whenever you copy your files from your memory cards to a normal computer and then have to go in and manually organize all your photo and video clips, the included AI of the UP6, on the other hand, can actually analyze any of the files that you copy and automatically recognize faces, locations, and objects, and then allow you to search for them using the UnifyDrive app. This makes finding a specific photo or video clip dramatically faster. What's great too is that all this analysis happens on the device. There's no internet connection required, no uploading or anything like that. No, it all happens locally on the UP6 with nothing else needed. I want you to remember too that the UP6 uses extremely fast NVMe storage, which means you can very easily edit from it as well. Up to 6 drives can be configured to work as a RAID, and even if you only have 2 drives of different sizes, UnifyDrive offers a proprietary RAID format called UDR, which basically lets you choose your most important folders, and it will automatically duplicate them across multiple drives, meaning that even if a drive fails, your most critical footage and files are safe. For photo and video editing professionals, you probably have clips and images that you know are extra important that you need to have backed up, which is why you're going to love this UDR feature. This RAID storage is also going to give you extra speed and redundancy in the event that one SSD fails. Then pair that SSD speeds with the UP6's dual Thunderbolt 4 connections, as well as a 10 gigabit Ethernet port or a wireless Wi-Fi connection, and you're going to love how quickly you can read and edit files from this device, even outdoors when traveling. By my testing over Thunderbolt, the UP6 hits a very respectable speed of 1000 megabytes per second read and 840 write, which is great and very useful for editing even high resolution photos and videos. After using the UP6 for a while, it really feels like a souped up external SSD. It's fast, it's reliable, and it's portable with a battery, which makes backups in the field super easy. This device gives you a very interesting combination of features that you don't see often with a NAS device. Don't get me wrong either. I love how great this device is for portable backups, but it has clearly been made to pull double duty, easily able to be at home either on the road or on your desk with the included stand, which is where it really lives up to the NAS name, always able to give you access to your files with minimal effort. I actually got to the point after a few years where I dreaded having to copy the files after a wedding because I was just so tired, but it's still something that has to be done. A device like the UnifyDrive UP6 makes backing up and editing footage and photos way easier and really fulfills that dream that I had for a device like this a long time ago. If you've ever stayed up past midnight copying your footage, or if you're driving home and you're worried that you might lose your cards or something like that, this device exists for you. I genuinely wish that I had it years ago. I'll link to where you can find the UnifyDrive UP6 for the best price down below for you to check out, and while you're down there, I'll also link to my edit videos like a pro guide. This guide is going to show you the biggest rules that I follow for every video that I edit and enable you to edit videos in higher quality faster than ever before. You can have this guide for free at the link in the video description. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.